Hello, and welcome to Tea and Tarot. I'm your host, Em. In this podcast, we dive into the world of tarot each week, along with a cup of tea. Some weeks we dive into readings, others into the cards themselves, and some we explore learning about tarot. This week, we're diving into a new card, the Hermit. To start with, let me introduce to you this week's tea. I've poured myself a cup of chai tea, a spiced symphony that originated from the vibrant markets of India. Chai tea enchants with an aromatic blend of black tea and exotic spices, infused with warming flavours such as cinnamon, cardamom and cloves. This bold and flavourful brew offers a tantalising sensory experience that awakens the palate. I prefer this tea in its traditional form with milk and sweetener, as its rich and complex flavours make it super comforting and invigorating. This is perfect as we settle down to talk about the Hermit card. In the classic Rider-Waite deck, the Hermit is depicted as a cloaked figure holding a lantern, walking alone on a journey of self-discovery. The imagery symbolizes the act of seeking wisdom, enlightenment, and spiritual growth through solitude and introspection. The central themes of the Hermit revolve around soul-searching, finding inner guidance, and withdrawing from the noise of the external world to connect with the light of one's own inner truth and wisdom. This card encourages us to trust in our own intuition, to seek solitude for personal growth, and to illuminate the path ahead through self-reflection and meditation. When the Hermit appears upright in a reading, it signifies profound calling to retreat from the noise and distractions of the external world, embarking on an introspective journey. This card beckons us to embrace solitude, not as a burden, but as a cherished opportunity for deep contemplation, self-inquiry, and the cultivation of inner wisdom. At its core, the Hermit represents the archetype of the seeker, one who has ventured beyond the boundaries of conventional knowledge and now walks the path of profound self-discovery. The image of the cloaked figure, lantern in hand, illuminates the way forward, guiding us through the labyrinth of our psyche and inviting us to confront the shadows that have been lurking in the recesses of our consciousness. When this card appears upright, it may signify a pivotal moment in your life when you are being called to step away from the constant flurry of activity and instead turn your gaze inward. This period of self-imposed solitude is not a withdrawal from the world, but rather a necessary retreat to replenish your spiritual reserves and gain clarity on the direction your life is meant to take. However, when the Hermit appears in the reversed position, it can indicate an imbalance, a state of unhealthy isolation, or a reluctance to seek guidance both from within and from external sources. This reversal may stem from the fear of introspection, a resistance to confronting the truths that lie buried within our psyche, or a tendency to emotionally withdraw from others, even when their support and wisdom could prove invaluable. The reversed Hermit serves as a gentle reminder that while solitude and self-discovery are essential components to personal growth, they must be balanced with a willingness to connect with others and seek guidance from external sources when necessary. It encourages us to find a harmonious equilibrium between our need for introspection and our desire for human connection, recognizing that true wisdom often emerges from the synthesis of inner and outer exploration. For love and relationships, the Hermit upright may signify a period of introspection and self-discovery within the context of your partnership. It advises you to take the time to understand your own needs, reflect on the dynamics of your relationship, and seek guidance from your innermost wisdom. However, if this card appears reversed, it could indicate a breakdown in communication, emotional disconnection, or an unhealthy tendency to withdraw from your partner, even when their support and understanding could prove invaluable. In the context of career and professional endeavors, the upright Hermit represents a time for solitude, self-reflection, and independent work. It's an opportunity to gain clarity, wisdom, and a deeper understanding of your path through introspection and personal growth. However, if this card appears reversed, it may suggest a need to seek guidance from mentors, colleagues, or external sources of wisdom, as well as a tendency to isolate yourself from collaborative efforts, even when teamwork and shared knowledge could prove beneficial. The Hermit reminds us that the journey to self-discovery is a sacred one, requiring periods of solitude and introspection, but also a willingness to seek guidance and connect with others when necessary. It encourages us to embrace the power of inner wisdom while remaining open to insights and perspectives that can be gained from external sources. Remember, the journey of self-discovery is a sacred one, but it's also a delicate balance between solitude and connection. Trust your inner compass, but don't be afraid to seek guidance from external sources when needed. Let the Hermit guide you towards a life of spiritual enlightenment, inner peace, and a deeper understanding for your authentic self. That's all for this introspective episode. Thank you for joining me on today's episode. If you enjoyed today's discussion, please do subscribe or find me on social media. I hope to see you again next week. Until then, stay curious, stay grounded, and keep learning.